I just want to share some thoughts on G-Shocks and basically why I'm just done with G-Shocks and I'm moving on. This is my G-Shock collection. You can see I got different types of G-Shocks. A lot of them basically geared towards a small wrist. But I wanted to just talk about G-Shock in general and just my thoughts as someone who enjoys Casio watches altogether. I don't hate G-Shocks. I'm done. And I want to just give three reasons why, for me personally, I think I'm done. So the first reason is that G-Shocks, they're kind of all the same, and I don't see much innovation. There's a lot of G-Shocks, absolutely. A lot of different color variations, but they tend to all kind of be the same. So talking specifically, these types of models, not these ones specifically, but these types of models. You got the Casio, and then you got basically your square. And they are wonderful at what they do. It's just that I feel like in the G-Shock family, it's just the same thing, but different colors. I mean, I know it gets much cheaper than that. I know it gets much more expensive than that. I get the ads, don't worry. But it just doesn't, I mean, the shapes they're all kind of the same. I mean, the reason why I bought the G-Shocks that I did was because they look interesting. You know, like this one. This is a weird looking one. You know, it's like the X-Men watch, right? Not only is it weird looking, but it fits me. And this is the Baby G Frogman, which I'll count as a G-Shock because I guess Baby G is also considered G-Shock. But it just kind of, to me, it's just kind of boring. And I know there are people who are really passionate about G-Shock and they're very excited about it, and that's wonderful. I mean, there's a lot of space here in this watch collecting hobby, and everyone says you should own a G-Shock. It's just, you know, as someone who is looking for variety, interesting innovation things happening, I really don't see that in the G-Shock family that much. And that's okay. They just keep pumping them out and people keep buying them and they keep doing it. It just, for me, I don't get excited anymore with any G-Shocks because the ones that I would get excited about, or I guess maybe get excited about them for a slight moment, are way out of my price range. The MRG ones, I like those ones, but they are just way out of my price range. So, you know, for me, I think it would be nice if they just tried to innovate a little bit more, change things up, try different things. It's why I can't really fault them when they release like that weird big alien looking G-Shock. At least they're trying, you know, at least they're trying to do different things and new things. But just as a casual Casio collector, I'm like, I think I got enough, and mostly it's just because they tend to all kind of look the same. The second reason I think I'm done is it's just the size, right? Like there's not a lot of G-Shocks that would fit my small wrist, and I just don't buy into the idea of, well, it's a G-Shock, it's supposed to be big. Maybe, but I don't want to wear that on my wrist, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. And sure, you can just wear whatever watch you want. You want to wear a huge watch? That's totally fine. Nobody really even cares. But when it comes to my wrist and what I put on my wrist, I have a lot to choose from. I don't want to put a watch that's huge. You know, I want to put a watch that I feel comfortable, confident in, and that makes me feel good. That's the reason why I'm putting it on. If not, I could just wear, you know, digital watch or just look at my phone if I want to tell the time. And I feel like some of these G-Shocks are getting bigger and thicker, and I'm just like, all right, I don't feel like I'm part of the conversation. I wish they would release slimmer and smaller G-Shocks that aren't Baby G, like or like a women's watch. Like it's okay. Like you can release smaller versions of G-Shocks and fit all the stuff that you need to. But it just comes a matter of size, and I wish it wasn't always just huge watches all the time. And by huge, I'm talking relatively huge, not like they're actually huge. I'm just saying for somebody with a small wrist, it's just really off my plate. And seeing release after release after release, I'm like, those designs look awesome, but just like a tad too big. So in that sense, I'm like, okay, you keep making big watches. I'm like, oh, there's nothing that exciting. By the way, thank you if you made it this far in the video. And it sounds like I'm just complaining about G-Shock, but I'm really not complaining about them. I'm just saying why I'm not really gonna buy anymore. But this is probably the main reason, and I don't say main, sorry, that's not entirely true. This is a big reason. It's the fact that I got this watch, and I've been wanting this G-Shock for a while. It's been on my wish list. This is the GST B600, if you're not familiar with this. This is JDM only, unfortunately. This is a small G-Shock, one of the smallest that I think exist, and it's like an all metal, some rubber stuff here, but like it's basically an all metal version. I went with the steel bracelet. They got the rubber strap ones. Those are a lot cheaper than this one, but I just looked at them. I was like, I can't do it. So I picked this one up, and at that point, I realized that I felt like I'm done. This is way more than I need in a watch. It has all the G-Shock stuff. It has Bluetooth, solar, all that good stuff. Negative display, unfortunately, but this isn't a review on this watch. But just to say that, as someone with a small wrist, I finally got this watch, and I don't need to look anymore. If they produced a positive display one, I might look at that one. But this pretty much to me has been the perfect G-Shock, especially if you want to go metal. Nothing else really compares. If I want something like this, I mean the square look, then that's fine. But this watch to me has been one of the most versatile G-Shocks, just because of that, all the features of a G-Shock, but it's metal, so I could wear it to work. I can wear it out, and it's nice. It doesn't look like this, right? And there are occasions for that, but when you wear something like this as a G-Shock, it's like, oh wow, yeah, that looks good. And I knew as soon as I slipped this on my wrist, when I got it, as soon as I bought it and I tried it on, I sized it, I was like, yep, I'm done. And that allure of G-Shock is gone. Again, maybe some of the higher end ones, if they made them a little bit smaller, the MRG ones, I'd love to try them on because they're so expensive, and I'm sure the craftsmanship is amazing. But until then, I really don't see myself getting any more G-Shocks. I think it's enough, and I will explore other Casio watches. But I just wanted to share that. Love to hear what other people have to say, if they love G-Shocks or they're just tired of them or whatever. I mean, again, this isn't to speak poorly of G-Shock. I mean, they have their place, and I have some. It's just, I think, going all crazy for G-Shocks. After a while, it's just like, yeah, I've seen that. And, for someone with a small wrist, it definitely is hard to play in that game. So I'm glad I got this watch. It's been really great. I've been wearing this almost every single day since I got it. Just because the size is wonderful, and yeah, it just feels really great. So anyway, just wanted to share that. Thanks for watching.